Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a situation that's sending shockwaves through the automotive world. You might remember the Evergrande crisis that rocked China's real estate sector. Well, experts and even industry insiders in China are now warning that a similar meltdown could be on the horizon, but this time in the electric vehicle market. The chairman of Great Wall Motor, a major Chinese automaker, recently dropped a bombshell. He warned that the EV price wars are unsustainable and could lead to mass bankruptcies, potentially even a market collapse. Any evidence? It's pretty alarming. So, what's really going on? Imagine an EV that originally cost around 220,000 yuan. That's roughly $30,000 USD. Now, picture that same brand new car being sold for as little as 120,000 yuan, or about $16,500. That's a massive drop. But this isn't just a normal discount. What we're seeing is a flood of so-called 0-kilometers used cars. These are brand new vehicles, never driven, that are being registered as sold by dealerships or manufacturers simply to inflate their sales figures. Then, they're immediately pushed onto the actual market as used cars, often with discounts of 30% to 40%. We're talking about 3,000 to 4,000 dealerships reportedly involved in this practice. It's a desperate move to make sales numbers look good on paper. And why this desperation? Inventory? As of April, China was reportedly sitting on a staggering 3.4 to 3.5 million unsold cars. To put that in perspective, China sells around 24 million passenger cars a year. So, that inventory represents about 15% of their entire annual sales volume. For comparison, that's more than 2 years' worth of new car sales for a country like South Korea. It's a mountain of unsold vehicles. Now, you might think, cheaper EVs? Great for consumers, right? But it's not that simple. For a healthy market, businesses need to make a reasonable profit to reinvest in R&D, improve quality, and develop the next generation of vehicles. What's happening in China right now is more like a race to the bottom, a let's all sink together scenario. When these 0-kilometers used new cars flood the market, it obviously crushes the actual new car market. Who would pay full price? And what about people who bought their car just a year ago? Their resale value plummets, sometimes by more than half. This destroys consumer confidence and breaks the cycle of healthy car ownership and trade-ins. It's a vicious cycle. Companies need to show growth, so they overproduce, but demand isn't keeping up. So, what happens? Massive discounts. Even the EV giant BYD recently announced price cuts of up to 34% on 22 different models. This isn't a strategic chicken game where one strong player wins market share. This is a desperate attempt to move metal in a broken market, even if it means selling at a loss or razor-thin margins. The situation has become so dire that the Chinese government is reportedly stepping in, calling meetings with industry players to figure out how to stop the bleeding. They know this isn't sustainable.